Ricky Gervais has been keeping his fans entertained over the past year. His Any Questions Twitter broadcasts have been a huge hit online. Meanwhile, the TV series Afterlife has become the world's most watched British-made comedy. Well, Ricky joins me now. What an amazing series. I mean, obviously we laughed, but boy, especially that scene. I mean, it was like a punch to the stomach, but so good. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, there are sad bits. I mean, it is a comedy. You chose one of the saddest bits,
Yeah,
but it's like real life, you know. And it's about a guy who's lost his wife, and he becomes suicidal at the beginning, and he's going through the 7 stages of grief. But like real life, there's fun bits as well.
No, there are. There's loads of fun bits. I mean, I really wish we could show the outtake that you put online. It was when you're in the pub, you know the one, but we'd be taken off the air. It is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And what it really demonstrated to me was what a team you are, what a great team you were, and what fun you had doing it.
Oh, it is the most fun. It's the best job in the world. And because I've been in the game for like 20 years, you know, I choose my friends now. In fact, I cast my shows these days before I've written them, so I know who I'm writing for. And it's, you know, people that are in extras, and, you know, Derek, and so that's fun as well. It's like meeting up with you know, a group of friends. Can I just say, why hasn't Andy Peters got any older? Why are the rest of us aging?
I don't know.
Andy Peters.
It's one of the mysteries of life. And he was really happy because you phoned him up and asked him to be in one of your sketches. And he was delighted about that.
It was a comic relief sketch with there he is. Look. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of ointments and creams, I reckon. This has done your bit, get off.
Exactly. And I love the fact, do you know what as well, which is really good about when you're writing anything that you've done, you don't hog all the best bits, you sort of spread it all around. You know, everybody gets their moment.
I want the other actors to take the blame for saying horrendous things on a global platform. So I make myself nice and I'm offended by everything they say. No, you mustn't. It's like, you know, it isn't you. You know, I think people sometimes confuse a character an actor plays with them, and, you know, sometimes I'm like the character and sometimes I'm not, and, you know, you play different characters, so you can't be like all of them, but there's always a bit of you in all the characters. You know, everything you write is a little bit autobiographical because you're seeing the world through your eyes, but no, you've got it's all about conflict, so people can't agree. You know, all drama, comedy or otherwise, is conflict. It's people wanting different things, and it doesn't get good until everyone's, you know, arguing and wanting different stuff. If you watched a show where everyone just wanted the same thing and they all agreed, that would be boring. We want conflict.
No, exactly. And that's where I think you really shine, because you are brave, and an awful lot of people now feel that there's a lot of things that they can't say. But you push it, and so you should. I think that's what comedians should do. That's what writers should do.
I think you're exactly right. And it's odd that, like, TV executives second guess what the public can take. They say, "Oh, we shouldn't say that. Oh, they can't take that." How do we know what people can take stuff? It's fiction. Real life is scarier than fiction, you know. And I think that's why most things are watered down, because we're second guessing what people at home can take. They can take it seriously, and that's proved, you know, because when you deal with a taboo subject, people see themselves. I've never had a reaction like this. Even I was worried, you know. This is about a guy who loses his wife to cancer. He's suicidal and he treats the world terribly as a punishment, right? But when it went out, people would come up to me. I've never had a reaction. People coming up to me on the street saying, "Oh, well, I lost my brother 3 weeks before. I lost my mum this year." And you realise that everyone's grieving. And so they like seeing themselves reflected, even if it's bad news or taboo subjects. But no harm can come from discussing taboo subjects. It makes them less scary. And I think that they've proved that people have found this really helpful as well, because it's uplifting ultimately, because, you know, he's getting through it. And I think People like seeing that struggle and they see themselves in it.
No, they do, and that's the thing about seeing yourselves in it. He's not. You wouldn't call him heroic. I mean, he is in a way
No.
because he's getting there, but it's not sugar coated. It's
not
very,
at
very
all.
real, and that's why people really relate to it, I think.
I think that's right. All you have to do is be honest and real. And some people go, "Oh, I haven't seen that before," because everything's watered down for TV. Even to the thing that people, they say things like, "Oh, it's such a bunch of freaks," right? That's because they're used to watching things with George Clooney and Brad Pitt in it, right? This is normality. More people look like me and David Earl than they look like George Clooney.
It's true, and thank goodness for it. I mean, it's fine. And look, you've been working on series 3. So when do you think we might be able to see that? I know it's difficult right now.
Everything going well. We film in April and May. And then it takes, a few months to edit. Then it takes a couple of months to put it into 160 languages.
Wow.
So I'm hoping by the end of the year.
Great.
That'll be the final instalment. It's the first time I've done a 3rd series of anything, but it felt right, and I fell in love with the characters, and I think this should be it.
Oh, well, I think you're right. Sometimes, and if you know when it's the end and you feel it, then there's no point in doing it.
I'm too fat and old. That's enough.
No. Listen,
that's all I can manage.
Can we talk about Pickle? Because Pickle, so cute. And I love all the posts that you put of Pickle. He's just basically taken over your life in a really good way.
You just misgendered her.
That's me, I'll be cancelled. She's gorgeous.
She won't mind. She's absolutely gorgeous. We lost our beautiful cat of 16 years, Ollie, at the beginning of lockdown last March. And we were going to wait till this was over to get another one. And Jane said, "Oh, let's foster a cat." I go, "Oh, yeah, so it's better than being in a cage." And so Pickle was delivered in last October, and she was very shy, and we were going to foster her. And then after one day, she got on my lap, looked at me, and I said, "We're keeping her. We're keeping her." And I'm obsessed with her. I follow her around. I wake her up to play with me. She's just so gentle and lovely.
Oh, and you know what? They do really help you through all of this, don't they? I mean, I love when Jane was working, she's writing away and there's Pickle. It's just lovely.
I know. Sometimes I'm at that age now where I have a little nap after lunch, and I go and find her and bring her for the nap.
I love that. I absolutely love it. It just brings you joy. Anything that brings you joy is a good thing. And it's so lovely to talk to you, because I just wanted to say a massive thank you to you for everything that you've done. And it's Afterlife is just one of those things, gold standard. Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ricky.
Cheers.
Always good to talk to you. Thank you.
Pleasure. See you soon.
Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub, and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.